Hey guys, so the Apple Watch Series 3 has to be one of the legendary smartwatches of all time because it has been there for almost 5 years. Apple literally squeezed every bit out of it until they recently discontinued this. Let's see how this fares in 2023 because even now some iPhone users are interested in getting this refurbished because let's face it, the Apple Watches are quite expensive. They start out at around 25,000 rupees. So for iPhone users, the smartwatch options are quite less considering the Galaxy watches now don't really support it like the Galaxy Watch 4 or the 5, unlike the Galaxy Watch 2. So they have very limited options, so they can either go with the Watch 2 active or they can stick with the refurbished Apple Watch 3. So let's get down to the video. Also like this video, subscribe, let's begin. So let's look at the software side of things, the software support here. You can see the last software update was 8.7.1 and this was received around August-September. This is when Apple discontinued the Apple Watch 3 and this is probably going to be the last update. So looking at the performance here, you'll be surprised the performance hasn't gone down here. I mean, particularly the UI is so fluid, it really feels fluid. I mean, considering it's 5-year-old, as you can see, the app switching or animations and stuff, it still feels pretty good, I would say. Now don't get me wrong, the boot times take like 3-4 minutes, and yes, when you open some apps it takes its own sweet time. So yes, do not expect it to like really be fast and all. However, for a 5-year-old watch, this is still fluid, particularly the UI, the transitions and stuff. And yes, you can still manage somehow with occasional stutters and stuff. I mean, definitely still impressive considering if you compare it with some Android Wear OS watches. Just after a couple years, they get slow like crazy. So considering that, definitely the watch OS goes really way ahead, and the Watch 3 still looks relevant. Another thing that you cannot take away is the Siri, which is quite capable and it works pretty well on the Watch 3. So that's something that you can look forward to in terms of the smartwatch feature. Also in terms of the looks and the watch faces available, this still looks relevant and people are actually buying smartwatches as a fashion accessory these days as per some recent stats. So in terms of that, it still looks pretty good, I would say. I mean, it is an Apple Watch after all, and with all that functionality, it only adds value. And what else you cannot take away is the health tracking. This pretty much covers all the basic health tracking stuff, like it has heart rate monitor, it has the GPS, and it can track the steps and everything. So as just a health tracking device itself, it is still pretty good in terms of functionality. And of course it can do all the other stuff like the notifications, so you can get the calls and the SMS, and you are pretty much covered in terms of notifications and whatnot. However, like any other smartwatch, the battery life is an issue. I mean, now this lasts about 10 hours tops. So yes, considering it's a smartwatch with all those features, which is not too bad considering its age as well. So if you are using an Apple Watch Series 3, definitely comment and let us know your experience. So that's been it for this quick video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.